Hey Bulls, how we doing? What's up? It's Chase at Ever Bullish slash the Sherpa. It's the Sherpa here. Y'all know about the name change. Today is June 26th. This is the game plan for June 27th. Straight up, guys, this is the easiest tradable market that we've had. I just took money out of my trading account that was 100% profit and ended up buying a new Infinity. So I got a new car. Sherpa's happy here. A little birthday present for me. Birthday present for you was last week's trade. So if you're not following the Substack, be sure to get on it. We're going to get straight to the game plan. Remember, we rebranded as the Sherpa. Follow the Sherpa. I am the Sherpa, and most importantly, I send out all my trades. I give you my cell phone. I use Substack. I use Substack for the reason as my personal website required way too many clicks and way too much technology. And I'm a trader, not a technology guy. So now with the Substack, it just sends all of my trades, all my insights, all of my lessons, everything straight to your inbox. So it is $20 a month, $200 a year. And that's what we're going over today. So if you're interested in making the same trades we made last week that helped us all out and get rich, join the Substack, baby. It's the Sherpa, baby. All right, we're going to get right here now. I'm going to bring it up in the corner. Yep, there we are. So straight up, we are going to the Substack now. And this is the one I'm about to publish. So the game plan this week, Bulls, I know y'all didn't come here to talk about my business. Y'all came here to talk about the trades. I have 4 trades for you, 3 options on top of the 4 longs. I'm actually bullish this week. It's weird as shit. I know y'all aren't used to it, but I'm bullish this week. I really believe we're going to have a good week. This timing on the calendar, last week in June, pre-patriotic holiday, trading week, we got a lot of good things coming down the pike. We have inflation numbers at least out of our ears for the next 3 weeks. And I just think that the market's going to bounce a little bit because there was an indiscriminate sell-off. Remember that word, indiscriminate sell-off. You know what it means. But basically what I'm saying here is that stocks like energy stocks, we were on the short side of it last week. We're going to flip to the long side of it this week. And then tech is just too cheap. And I think everything's going to get routed again. I'm not saying that this is going to be the bottom. This is absolutely not the bottom, mark my words. But I'm not sure if I'm trading better or if the market just stopped going down. That's a little meme, little humor for you guys. Levity is the spice of life. But good morning and happy Sunday, Bulls. Congratulations on another murdering week. I already talked about that. Quick review here. These are the trades that I published. Just remember, this is how I pay the bills, and this is how I make you guys money. I've made millions for people over my lifetime teaching them how to trade, and I've probably done that just in the short time that we've had the Substack since October. It is the number 5 in the world, so go subscribe. The Sherpa says we did make a trade on SOXL. You're welcome on that one. That was 50% around the board. That was the day that across the board, that was the day that SOXL, which is the 3-time on the semis, bounced from a nice bottom. We got it for cheap. It was up like 14% throughout the day, and we clipped it. We clipped the TLT call, rinse and repeat. We bought Riot puts. We made money on the Riot puts. If you're still holding those, you can keep holding them because Bitcoin is down over the weekend. I bounced on them. I'll probably buy some more puts on Riot because remember, I'm bullish on bearish, that is, on crypto for the rising interest rate period. I don't think 20 is the bottom for Bitcoin. I don't think 1,500 is the bottom for Ether. So we're going to be shorting the crypto miners as a proxy, and we made some money there. Hey, I got a new bull that sent me this great message. This is why I do this stuff, guys. I literally gave everything in my life to be doing this to you guys, and this is the type of shit that makes me feel good more than the money, which is thanks for the subscription. I always send that to all of my bulls along with my email and my contact info. But hey, thanks, man. Looking forward to your insight. You're the only guy on YouTube shorting TLT, which is a good idea. Yeah, no shit. Been screaming it from the mountaintops. Grabbed some calls last week off my insights, made enough money to pay for the subscription and then some. So just go do that, Bulls. Anyway, news time. What's up? Recession is challenging. Duh, no shit. Legislation could help you save more in retirement. Okay, that sounds good. G7 to ban Russian gold. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it. Russia strikes Kyiv. Scary situation. Stagflation, reflation, and soft landing or a slump. We're going to have a soft landing. Unfortunately, soft landings aren't as soft as you think. We're in the middle of a soft landing. Soft landing means that we are going to keep inflation at least somewhat under control, like let's say under 20%. And we're going to have negative GDP growth for the next 2 months, which is the definition of a recession. But we're not going to spook the market so bad that we actually go into a 1929 or a 1986 or a 2008. But we're getting close. So who knows? That's where we are. fundamental resiliency. That has to do with what I mentioned earlier. So 16 stocks that could show fundamental resiliency. That's where they're just fundamentally better than they are on paper because there was an indiscriminate sell-off. Big words don't mean anything. Talk is cheap. Put your money where your mouth is. Bet like me. Get like me. Trade like me. The recession may not be here, but the stagflation is. All that is that's fodder. Who gives a shit? If prices of things are going up and the in relation to a U.S. dollar or a barrel of oil or a stack of gold or an electronic currency, and in the price of equities are going down, that is stagflation. We've had that for the last 3 fucking years. Barron's has a nice one. I just remember this because I think Barron's, throughout my 14 years of working in the finance industry, Barron's is actually a great news piece that I don't give enough credit to. So interesting article in there that I ended up reading actually in an AutoZone while I was waiting to get some help. So never know where you're going to find the inspiration, but don't forget to check out Barron's. Bearish news all the way around. I agree with most of it. Like I said, we've been in stagflation for an entire year. Like I said, gas stations aren't making as much money as you think. However, oil refiners are and will. So I'm going to flip back long on oil refiners. And then y'all know my bread and butter is the mid to small cap energy companies that produce in the Permian, because when oil is at $42 to $48 a barrel, they're still profitable, and it's at 120 right now, and everything indiscriminately sold off. So I'm actually bullish on oil, and I'm going to show you that one. So the Sherpa is actually bullish this week. Who would have ever thought? Here are the trades, real simple. I'm going to get to it. No lip service. This is for you guys. This is for the paid Substackers. This is for the ballers. And when I actually make these trades, I'm going to give you the time and the price. It's going to go straight to your email immediately. And if you have an alert set up on your email, you'll know and you can trade it with me. So get on, join the Substack, follow the Sherpa. Y'all know the deal. Palantir, who would have ever thought? I'm back on Palantir. Remember, we sold straddles on this, and we bought straddles on this. We made a ton of money. Call it 3.5, 4 months ago, maybe even 5 months ago now. Palantir was the darling. It was kind of an AMC stock. It was kind of a dumb money stock. It was kind of a pump and dump stock. They do business intelligence, business analytics, the medical field, all kinds of other cool shit, biotech field. And they actually just crushed earnings at $10 a share. They're still very cheap. It's still a round number for dumb money. Here's the chart. They've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up days in a row. And you can see the MACD histogram here. Look, this is something that has already kind of started, but behind it. But I'm just here to tell you that the way that their numbers crushed this week, and the way that the public loves this stock, it's got a cool name. It's got a cool ticker. Remember, never underestimate a cool ticker or a cool name. I'm going to put this as a swing trade, a scalp, an option. I'll be doing all three, actually. So I'm going to lay heavy, and I'm going to do this on Monday. I don't care which direction the market's going. It's going to be around 10:30. 10:45 y'all's time, Eastern time. I'm in Central. So on Monday, this is going to be a Monday trade. This is going to be like a just don't even think about it. Don't try to get the best timing. Just a 2 to 3 week swing trade at the most, but definitely a scalp. And I'll also be holding too. But the swing is going to be on the option. And the option, I'm so convicted in this trade that instead of doing it at the money, like y'all know I like to do my calls, I'm actually going out 2 months. So I'm going out 2 months to the $12, and we're paying 50 cents for them. So we're actually going outside the money quite a bit. But the historical volatility of the stock, that could be 1 day. Y'all know that. Or 2 or 3 up days, just like we already had. So y'all know that. And also for 50 cents, shit, I can stack up, 100 contracts. That's no big deal. So we could really start moving on this one. $5,000, 100 contracts. We could easily pull off a 100% on this and make another 5 G's on it real easy. So consider that. That's my best bet. That's my number one trade going into this week. But I'll also be trading the TLT calls. Remember, so I don't have to explain this one to all my bulls. If you're a new bull, go ahead and watch some of the videos in the back. I want to keep the energy and the momentum going, but the long-term treasury has an ETF. It's the 20-year note. It's a basket of 20-year notes, and the price changes in opposite correlation to interest rates. So when interest rates go up, the price of TLT goes down. We've been shorting the living shit out of this using puts, and we have been making money from 3 months ago and actually from 6 months ago all the way down. This is a 3 months chart. So remember, I'm long-term bearish by buying puts on TLT. But this week, I think the market's going to go up. The market goes up. Rates go down. Rates go down. Price goes up. Price goes up. We make money on calls. So this week, I believe that we'll see a bounce in the TLT. I think it's going to get up to 115 or 116. And that's the ceiling off of yield, just like I mentioned, meaning the price of bonds goes up, meaning this price goes up, meaning we can buy calls, make some money this week. I'm expecting to make 30 to 40% on these very calls. These are the one 20s. This is also the July 29th. So we're actually going out past the monthlies. Y'all know I like to trade the monthlies, but this is actually going out 1 week past the monthlies because the weekly, this trade's getting popular is what I'm telling you. There's enough volume even on these weeklies now because people are finally learning what I've been preaching from the top of the fucking mountain for 6 weeks, 6 months, that is. So anyway, we're going to buy the 112s and we're going to pay $355 for them. So anytime we get up, like once we buy this on Monday or even Tuesday, depending upon where you are, which direction it goes, I'll likely be buying on Monday because I just sit and watch this all day. But Tuesday, if you're not in, especially if there's a down day tomorrow, go ahead and go long the TLT and do it on these 112s. And what you're going to notice is that the closer we move to that 114, 115 number, obviously, y'all know the price of the option goes up, and then we just sell it. And the way this ticks is that each tick is like roughly 5%. Each tick is roughly 12% the other day. So we've been ripping off gains like that like crazy. I'm also bullish on Devon. Devon is my baby. This is the long oil price using the Permian, Texas front runner. I know people that own this company. I know people that sit on the board of this company. I know people that love this company, do business with this company, and I know how much it takes for a barrel of oil for this company to make, and it's just too fucking easy right now. So buy an option, buy a long-term hold, buy a scalp, do all three, buy a covered call. My God, if you were just selling covered calls on this thing right now, you could be making 15%, probably 5% per quarter, per month, that is, 15 per quarter, and you can be knocking off 30% a year in a great stock that's probably also going to go up in value while you own it. Anyway, Devin, look at that chart, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down days, 2 upticks, and a down tick. And what happened to prices of oil, of a barrel of oil over this time? They went from 120 to roughly 105, and right now they're at 107. So I just think this chart's going to turn. And look at that resistance, that support rather here. This is an easy ass trade. Maybe I'll put more money in that. I don't know. But the one I'm thinking on that one is also, this is not the right. I got to delete this. The one I'm thinking on this, guys, is going to be the 50s. I don't want to jump out of this, but the 50s for June 15th, the 50s for $4, I believe. Maybe they were $4.55. But the July 15 calls at the strike price of $50 with the premium that you pay of $4.55. That's what you're going to buy. Hey, I'm fallible, but you can tell that this is all off the cuff. This is how good I am. And this is what you're going to have to put up with if you want the returns I'm going to give you. SOXL, babes. Hey, how about it? That XOSL June 15 option July 15 option last week. We all made money. A lot of us made 50%. A lot of us, even if you're still holding it, keep holding it. Kind of wish that I did, but I clipped my returns and I'm happy. But straight up SOXL, remember, this is the semiconductors. This is the 3-time levered on the semiconductor. So this is AMD, Micron, NVIDIA, and a lot of the other smaller names in the semiconductor. Samsung's in there, Foxconn, all of those guys. So anywho, they're all in there. And what we're doing is we're just going 3-time on the sector. I think that we're going to see a little bit of a base, not a bottom, but a base on the semis. And it is a good for a long-term hold. If you're in a Roth, go ahead and buy NVIDIA and Amazon right now. And also, why not buy Intel too? I like Intel also for this space. I didn't go there because Kramer touted it, and it is going to get the Kramer bump. But I think I'm better than Kramer, and I've kind of been proving it. So I'll let all the Kramer followers get on that. I don't ever want to steal his insights, but Intel is a good one too. So all because of that, look at this chart. We traded this guy. We've been trading options on SOXL all the way since back in early April. And each one of these little bounces we've been riding with, and we got a beautiful little trough here that's about to pop. And if you look at MACD, the histograms on the low, we're about to cross over on the moving average. And then most importantly, the RSI is below 50, but it's moving from 30 to 50. What does that mean? Bullish. Okay, guys, it's been a long one. I love you all. Remember, this is going to be a bright spot week. Early in the week, it might even sell off later in the week, but we're going to have a positive week this week. We're going to eat our profits early, and we're going to get out because there's more hellish volatility to come. We got 2 or 3 weeks before the Fed starts talking about raising interest rates. They're going to talk about raising it by 100 basis points or 1% now. And they may even talk about 125 bips. And then when they don't do it, the market's going to like both sides of it. So we get to have our tantrum. The market still likes the good news that we didn't do more of the bad news. And then we're going to kind of continue on the soft landing. But I love you all, bulls. Please subscribe to the Substack. It's $20 a month. It's $200 a year. I know every single one of you guys that's followed a single one of my trades has made that on a single trade. Bet against me. Let's do this. I want to bet you, the viewer here on YouTube or Reddit or wherever you are, put $100 into each one of those, or put $1,000 into each one of those trades. And if 3 out of 4 don't win, don't subscribe. Join the Substack. I'm the Sherpa, AFG, LFG, LGR. Let's get rich. Happy birthday to my boy Luke McQuaige. Happy birthday to Amanda Vaughn. Happy birthday, DJ Screw. Rest in peace. His birthday is on the 27th as well. Turns out I got a lot of friends and a lot of admired people with their birthday coming up. And then happy birthday to me last week, and the market rewarded us. So keep the positive vibes flowing again. LFG, LGR, AFG. Let's all get rich. Quit your job. Start the side hustle. Stop depending on the man, and let's fucking climb to the top of the mountain.